just records me and not everybody. So welcome everybody. Let's begin by coming to a reclined butterfly pose. Please make sure you have props. And by props, I mean a bolster, blocks, pretty much everything to make you as super comfortable as possible. And I don't know why I'm talking like that. Okay. Maybe a dog. Although by now we know that they make terrible props because they keep moving.
A sweet, oh shit.
You literally grabbed enzyme.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
What's a butterfly pose?
Reclined butterfly.
Nothing.
One that you do in every one of my classes. There we go. So grab your bolster, bring it back behind you. You're all on mute. Your knees wide. Arms out wide. And if you're feeling quite tight in your shoulders, you can interlace the fingers behind you. Let's start with a deep, expansive breath in. And a big sigh out through the mouth. And let's use these next few moments to just consciously connect to breath. And tonight, I'm not so much going to work with meridians. I'm just going to work with the body, with specific areas, being the quadriceps and the glutes. So you could connect it to your urinary bladder meridian, but we're not going too much into the hips. Just spend these next few moments letting the body soften. Allowing gravity to open up the knees, open up the hips. Notice how it feels to be in the shape. Notice how it feels to be in your body. Notice, starting at the external sounds, notice the sounds around you. Maybe there's birds chirping in the trees. Maybe there's a gentle breeze, someone talking. Maybe there's a dog or a cat snoring. Notice the sound of your breath. And then notice sensation on your skin. Whatever's in the palms of your hands, your clothes on your skin, the ground beneath you. And draw your awareness to the taste within your mouth. Texture of your breath. Really just allow your body to settle, to soften, and to release. Allow the stories of the mind to just be. And the end of your next breath, bring your hands underneath your thighs. Gently help lift the knees, bring the knees towards one another. If you're on your bolster, just move off it, send it off to the side. Bring your right knee towards your right armpit. Your left leg is still in a half reclined butterfly, but your right knee is in a wind removing pose. You can stay here. You may grab a strap and bring it underneath the ball of the foot. Sometimes just feels quite nice. Rather than having the hands interlace, you can have your biceps on the mat and the strap will hold the foot. And maybe you start to straighten the right leg. Getting into the right glutes, the back of the right hamstring. And here you don't want to struggle too much. The biceps are resting on the mat. You've got 1 more minute here. With each exhalation, can you allow your body to rest more, to soften deeper? Then take the strap in your left hand and gently guide your left leg down. Hook the left heel underneath the right knee. So it's almost like eagle legs, and you find your taproot. Your gaze is over your right shoulder. So Jane, it's from here. Strap in left hand. Then I bring my left foot behind, my right foot behind my left knee. And I catch myself in a taproot. There we go. My gaze is over my right shoulder. Getting into the vertebra of the spine. Into the outside of that right glute. And we're looking for contact between the right shoulder and the earth. Notice where you're feeling sensation. Notice the stories that the mind tells. Notice how the longer you hold the shape, the more the body starts to open. And slowly prepare yourselves to move. Finish the round of breath you're on. Take one more. The inhale brings gaze back through center. Keep contact with the right ankle and left thigh as you come back for a figure of 4. Right hand to the inside of the right thigh. And stay here a moment. And maybe you interlace the fingers, drawing that left thigh to the chest. Maybe you use your strap. It's quite nice actually to use the strap around the shin. And then once again let your biceps rest on the mat. Notice if there's any areas in your body you're holding tension in. You've got another 40 seconds left in the shape. The end of the next breath releases the left foot to the earth, releases the right foot. Let your right knee lower down into a half butterfly. Then find your wind removing to the left side. The right leg's half reclined butterfly. The left leg's in a wind removing pose. You're halfway here. And if you enjoy it on the other side, you can take your strap to the ball of the left foot and start to straighten out that left leg. Lowering the triceps down to the earth. You can use your breath here. Can you allow your body to open? Allow the torso to be heavy. Allow that left leg to be heavy. That right knee. You're entering your last minute here. Notice where you're holding tension. Take your breath there. Can you create space in those areas? And the strap comes into your right hand. Bend your right knee. Use the right, bend your left knee. Use the right hand to support the left leg into almost eagle legs. Taproot pose. Your gaze is over your left shoulder. So we might all feel this in different places. For me, I feel this in my left glute, near the muscles around my sacral plate, my left pectoral muscle. Just twisting out tension in the body, stuck, pent up energy. You have about another 2 minutes left here. And as you approach your last minute, can you soften deeper? Let go, even if it's only a quarter of a millimeter. And prepare to move. The inhale draws your gaze to the sky. Keep the contact with the left ankle and the right knee. And just come into your figure of 4. Left hand to the left inner thigh. And if you're happy here, you can stay here. Or you're going to take the strap around that right shin. And your biceps rest on them, or triceps rest on the mat. As you draw the right thigh towards your chest. Just continue to notice your breathing. And slowly come to rest the strap. Bring your knees to your chest and round forward. So you're going to bring the soles of the feet to touch. It's quite nice here to have a bolster underneath the belly. But we're rounding forward. I like to bring my arms underneath my calves. And then interlace my fingers, outside blades of my feet. And just relax forward. Get into my glutes, the back of my shoulders, the back of my neck. Once again, connecting to that urinary bladder meridian. It runs from the corners of your eyes through your skull, the back of the neck, the spine, down the legs. And as you breathe, can you breathe into the back of the lungs? Release your arms. Slowly bring yourself back up. I've done a lot of the stretching of the glutes and compressing of the psoas. Just by the way, I'm loving having my prop shelf right next to me. Take your block and come to lie on your back. Okay, and we're sitting up here for a supported bridge. So it's either your lowest, if you have the wooden blocks, you can go to your second lowest setting. If you have the big foam blocks, rather just stay on the lowest setting. And then bring the block underneath your sacrum. So that big sacral plate. So it's a supported bridge. And maybe this is enough for you tonight and you're going to stay here. Maybe you reach your arms back and that's enough. Maybe you bring your legs forward. It's quite nice to get into the psoas here, into the fascial plane over the front line of the body. Shana, I don't know what you did at gym today, but it's quite nice here to stretch out the core a little bit. Those abdominal muscles by the front line of the body. Soften your body to stillness here. Notice how the mind adjusts, how the body physically adjusts from going from one sort of shape to another. Just notice, do you feel cold? I definitely do. In which case, I'm going to stay in my pose. And I'm just going to put a blanket over me. So I'm still in my supported, extended bridge pose. Just with a blanket. Still getting into the front line of my body. Now notice where your breath falls. In the previous pose, rounded forward over our legs. In butterfly, the back of the lungs generally extended when we breathe. But now in this shape, with your abdomen lifted, notice where you notice the breath, or where you feel the breath the most. You've got about 25 seconds left here. When you feel ready to start coming out, bend your knees, ground your feet. Just float your hips and remove the block. And then last time, draw yourself up to a seat. We're going to end in a seated pose, so it's quite nice to have a block underneath your sit bones, just to tilt the tailbone forward. Once again, because it's a cold day, maybe you take your blanket and you wrap it around yourself. Okay. Then let's bring the hands into mudra of contemplation. So it is, let's bring the left palm on top of the right. The tips of the thumbs touch, and your palms are just facing up in your thighs. Mudra of contemplation. And tuck your chin. Let your eyes be closed. Maybe enzyme jumps into your lap. The top of the tongue, or the tip of the tongue, rests in its natural saddle in the mouth, so just behind the teeth. The sit bones are heavy, rooting down into the earth. Can you connect to earth energy beneath you? And as you breathe, feel the lengthening of the spine as the lungs expand, drawing the crown towards the sky. And as you exhale, notice softening sensation as the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. As we soothe into ourselves. Notice how you feel. Notice what your breath is doing. All the ways our minds try to distract us. That itch that comes out of nowhere. The hair that decides to pop into our face. The item of clothing that starts bugging us for no reason. Can you notice these things without responding to them? Observing our natural tendency to wiggle and squiggle and try to disconnect from ourselves, from this moment. You have 3 minutes that I'm going to leave you in silence for. I'll call you back when it's time to come out. Once again, feel the expansiveness of your inhale. Become aware of the taste within your mouth, the scent in your nose, your clothing and your skin, the air around you, the ground beneath you. Become aware of the sounds within your body, within the room you're in. And draw your awareness a little bit further. Become aware of the sounds outside of the room. Let's bring the hands into the heart, keeping the eyes closed. Allow the knowledge of your mind to that wisdom within us all, guiding us, leading us, so long as we remain open to listen. Thank you all for your practice this evening. Namaste. Well done, everyone.